Okay, let's interpret the energetic influences of the December 15th full moon happening today. The sun is still in the energy of Ophiuchus and Scorpio, but at this exact moment, it is more in the energy of Ophiuchus since it is closest to the stars on the leg of Ophiuchus, which cross the ecliptic. Opposing this energy, we have the moon, which, as you can see, is at the very end of Taurus in the energy of Orion. Orion being here. Now, I just did a video on the energy of the opposition between Ophiuchus and Orion. I posted that yesterday. It's very detailed information, which you probably won't find anywhere else, so you might be interested in checking that out. All right, let's continue. We can see their opposition here with the sun near the galactic center and the moon near the anti-galactic center. We also see Mercury stationed direct near the ascendant of those living in the EST, Eastern Standard Time Zone, making the energy of Mercury stationed direct also a focal point of this full moon. Hygiea is also stationing direct and will help us move forward in both the Ophiuchian emotional healing and the Orion material financial healing that the full moon is supporting to manifest at this time. As mentioned, I just did a very detailed video on the Ophiuchus Orion opposition. I posted it yesterday. So if you have any more questions after we do this interpretation, please feel free to check it out. Okay, so this opposition gives us the need to heal our deepest personal emotions as well as financial well-being in relationship to partnerships in our lives. The EST ascendant is at the end of Libra, just judgment, with Mercury stationed direct in Scorpio near Antares. There could be communications that could crush us emotionally at this time. Yet Eros conjunct the sun in Ophiuchus shows that whatever the hurtful communication, this month's full moon energy is still focused on healing any deep, dark emotions caused by such actions. The EST second house is completely filled with the energy of Sagittarius, further influenced by Lilith, Ixion, Pallas Athena, and then Pholus conjunct Quaoar. These show us there is an expansion of the dark and aggressive energies, one in which you can envision a very negative or dangerous or toxic situation, energies affecting your material pleasures during this holiday season. The EST third house is powerfully influenced by Pluto at 0 degrees 0 minutes Capricorn on the cusp of the second and third houses. This signature shows Pluto will kill off and rebuild anything that no longer serves you in regards to your communication style with others in your immediate environment. Anything that is blocking you from building long and lasting legacy in the material world, especially one built on higher principles. Ceres joins the energy with Venus and Charlico, soon to fall, showing us a need to build a more supportive, balanced, fair, pleasurable, healing way of communication to support our long-term goals. Aquarius begins the EST fourth house. Saturn is here. It is the lowest planetary influence in this full moon chart, near Nessus, showing it will take a lot of patience and hard work at this time to enlighten or sway a family member to, or someone in your household, to refrain from being a toxic influence during this holiday season. Neptune ends the fourth in Pisces, showing us that universal energies are involved in what is transpiring at this time. So no matter how difficult the situation, the higher energies are present and at work. That doesn't mean that everything will go as you hope. It does mean you should trust the divine process and not stress out too much. Don't fall into overthinking the situation. Trust that the process, trust the process, and you will be shown how to proceed for your best and highest good. The fifth house is full of Pisces energy at this time. The EST North Node is here with Aphrodite, This is showing us the highest purpose of this full moon is to help you put love and joy back into your life. The second half of the fifth has Chiron retrograde, Hygieia stationing direct, and Eris retrograde. This means joy will come back into your life by healing your inner world, your inner energetic body, by trying something outside of the box. Treat yourself to some acupuncture, reflexology, Tui-na massage at this time. They could be life-changing in this energy. The fifth ends with Dejanira on the cusp of the sixth. Spend this holiday season being mindful of self-care, regardless of how others are trying to make you feel you're unworthy of that. The sixth house changes to Aries, then Taurus energy, where we find Uranus at 1 degree Taurus, still retrograde. You have been working on your intuitive skills and they are starting to blossom. Keep up the good work. With Fortuna on the EST descendant conjunct Sedna, these intuitive skills will help you in one-on-one partnerships at this time, especially abusive or neglectful partnerships. Taurus, then Orion energy, influences the seventh house with Jupiter retrograde midway through. This is the energy of the guru. You could be valuing a relationship you have with a spiritual person at this time, or you could be that person for someone else. Either way, the spiritual person or teachings are helping you gain a new perspective of who you are in relationship to partnerships in your life. Then with Amor and Cupido near the full moon, influenced by the constellation of Orion and the meteor showers nearby at this time. The highest manifestation of this month lies in the mastering of the energies at both ends of this opposition. In short, the healing of your own emotional, energetic body through putting a focus on self-love at this time while valuing love in all close partnerships. Do this by remembering you can't give anything you don't already possess. With all that is going on at this time, focus on self-love so you can give and show partners that you value yourself enough that if you don't get it from them, you will give it to yourself. And I don't mean to be redundant, but to really understand this energy, you might, again, want to see the video I posted yesterday. Gemini energy influences the beginning of the eighth house with chaos. Again, flip-flopping, chaotic communications with intimate or maybe internal communications with yourself in regards to one or more close relationships is spotlighted with the EST full moon on Sirius. Cancer sits between the 8th and the 9th house, showing the upheaval in an intimate relationship at this time could in the end protect you in the long term. With Mars near Varuna in Cancer in the 9th, you are fighting to protect your emotions to rebuild your perspective, your philosophy on how things should be. With Atropos at the top of the EST chart in Leo in the 10th, the events happening at this time are fated. So enjoy the moment, what you are trying to build, despite the struggles at this time. The EST MC conjunct your Achilles heel and Orcus in Leo cautions us to be careful of being overly passionate, overly focused on rebuilding anything at this exact moment. Be in the moment. Focus on harmonizing this opposition, the emotional well-being and your financial being before you move forward with any plans here. Virgo influences all of the 11th house. Virgo is a taste of the ability to connect, to aspire to connect to a higher order. And the 11th house directly connects us to divine inspiration. Here we see Maki Maki, the leader who rules with divine wisdom and intuition, with Nemesis close by And then Vesta on Spica. Tread with caution at social events this month. Someone is trying to make you look less perfect than you are. Use your intuition, your insight, your wisdom in dealing with this person. Take the high road. This will be lucky for you. Your reputation will remain untouched that way. Haumea in Virgo starts the 12th house. The energy then switches to Libra halfway through, with Juno close to Astrea. Don't be conscientious of your appearance this holiday season. You appear beautiful. You are radiating. You are emanating a balanced and kind energy at this time, almost angelic. The harshest and most destructive energetic blockages in this full moon chart, of course, include the energy of the sun with Eros in Ophiuchus, emotional healing, opposing the moon in Orion, financial healing. And you need to balance those two. So let's see how we can do that. There is a crucifix creating a grand square. So here's your grand square, and it's created by two oppositions making a crucifix. One is directly from Lilith with Ixion and Pallas Athena, influencing her energy, going up to chaos, then coming from Neptune and Aphrodite, and going up to the EST South node in the 11th in Virgo. This is showing us that in this time zone, the issues that will cause the most suffering at this full moon will come from your broadening perspective of what you have been allotted by family members as being surprisingly harsh or unfair, and certainly not what you deserve, and being further antagonized by the chaotic flip-flopping communications going on between you and one or more people you are very close to. Again, in the EST, this can all be reduced by not trying to make yourself look perfect in the eyes of others, but instead find love in your heart to forgive the offending party, especially family members or those in your home this holiday season. If you can't forgive them, remember, forgiveness is not for the benefit of the person who has wronged you in some way, as much as it is to release toxic emotions from your own energetic body. And remember, the focus of this full moon is on emotional healing. So this is very important. So you need to forgive them to help yourself move forward in this area. The two strongest oppositions, other than the sun moon, of course, is Saturn next to the EST IC with Nessus in Aquarius in the 4th, opposing the EST MC with Achilles and Orcus in Leo in the 10th. Whatever is going on with a family member or someone in your home this holiday season has been a long-term issue and won't be solved overnight. This tension could, if you allow it, be your Achilles heel in terms of not being able to rebuild structures in your life that will bring back lasting joy. If you don't harmonize these two opposing energies, the tensions will create a destructive force that will plow under the energies of Jupiter retrograde with Amor in Orion in the 7th near the full moon, meaning it will block the opportunity this full moon is giving you to finally manifest, to finally break free from the emotional issue and or material lack being caused by a family member or a close partner in your home. And don't pass up the opportunity this full moon is trying to give us. Then we have Chiron retrograde with Hygieia stationed direct, and Eris retrograde in Pisces in the 5th, and this is opposing Nemesis with Astrea and Spica in Virgo. This is not creating any type of plow, but it is telling you that the issue you are having with another this holiday season can be balanced by going within and working on yourself, your emotional body, reconnecting with your joy, your passions again. This will help deflect anything someone who might be trying to humiliate you, even publicly, has planned for you. Staying in a joyful state will make you look like an amazing, a very put together person in the eyes of others at this time. The opposite of what your nemesis wants you to be seen as. Okay, now for the most supportive aspects during this full moon. The strongest trine is a receptive air trine involving Saturn again, with the EST, IC, and Nessus in Aquarius in the fourth, up to the EST vertex conjunct Sirius in Gemini in the eighth, to Juno and Astrea close by in Libra in the 12th. This is forming a kite and supporting to the EST MC conjunct Achilles with Orcus retrograde. The universe is supporting your ability to overcome what has been blocking your ability to create a solid foundation in your life that will bring you lasting joy. There is another receptive air trine from the royal star of Fomalhaut, and of course in Aquarius in the fourth, going up to Chaos in Gemini in the eighth, and across to Haumea in Virgo in the 12th. This is forming a kite to Atropos at the very top of the EST chart in Leo in the 10th. This is fate. It is time that joy should be paramount in your life. With these two receptive air trines going within, following your intuition at this time is more supported than trying to outsmart or outthink any situation or person or nemesis that might arise at this time. There is also a mystical rectangle, and it is created by two crossbars, opposing forces again. And here we see the sun in Ophiuchus and the moon in Orion are involved. And again, you can check out that other video if you want more information there. It has a lot of new insight into the Orion energy. I think it will help a lot of people understand the energy of this particular full moon, and you simply won't find it anywhere else. The opposition has to, again, this opposition has to do with emotional and financial well-being. It must be understood to reap the most supportive benefits of the mystical rectangle in this full moon chart. The other crossbar, Hygeia, station direct in Pisces on the 5th, going across to Nemesis, Astrea and Spica in Virgo in the 11th, along with the Sun-Moon opposition. If you can balance these four aspects, it will give you a very supportive energetic structure to work with at this time to your advantage. As we spoke before, it can be balanced by going in and working on your emotional body to reconnect with joy and passion again, to avoid any type of issues with others at this time. Despite any ongoing issues you might be having with someone close to you at this time, the full moon is supporting you reaching another level of understanding and wisdom from all you have been going through in this relationship, to help you learn how to take care of yourself, love yourself despite another's words or negative behaviors. Remember to have faith that everything in life unfolds in divine timing. We can't control other people. The only thing we can do is work on ourselves. Okay, until next time, I wish you all the very best. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.